Hi everybody, it is I, Zoe, in case you didn't recognize me, because I'm so skinny. I am on day 12 of my very low calorie diet. And there has been, last 3 days, I guess, last 3 or 4 days, there has been some fudging of the diet, like a little bit here, a little bit there. So yesterday, or the day before yesterday, I decided that I was going to have a cheat meal, cheat day kind of thing. And I went for it. And I have no idea what I gained because I haven't been on the scale. But it was a good cheat day. I got back on. I've been on 24 hours already. And I feel good. I have no idea how much I've lost so far, but jeans that were very tight are now fitting. I feel lighter. My arms look better. Let's see. See if you can see that my arms look better. Let's see. My arms look better. I just feel altogether better. My hair's coming out over here. I, you know, this is a year and 2 or 3 months that I've been doing this, and I am a food addict or a sugar addict, but there's food. It's a food addict because the reason I went off yesterday was not because so much I was hungry, but I was bored. I wanted to eat foods that I like to eat, and it was a conscious decision. It wasn't a fall off the wagon, and I feel different about that because I know I fell off the wagon last couple rounds, and there was guilt involved. There was no guilt involved in this. It was like a conscious effort, and the more I do this, and the more I see other people do this, and I see um, uh, people go back on, take about a week to lose the weight maybe they put on, and then they're on their way again. And I don't know if I've gained. I don't think I gained 6 pounds or 7 pounds. This is what I had lost. So I'm not worried about that. I was just needing to do that, and you know, they can the cheating or the cheating may be necessary on this after you start doing this a really really long time. Um, I think I'm probably about 10 pounds away from my LIW from the round 3 rounds before this one because I've just been fluctuating back and forth because I haven't been able to do it. But HCG works, and this yo-yo diet thing that I've been on my whole life is just sort of falling into place in the same way. It's the same thing. Um, not a good dieter, never was. But this seems to work when I want to work it. Like today, what did I eat? I had some apple and cottage cheese, and then I just had some of that soup that I made, the vegetable soup, and then I will eat an egg and some julienne bread for dinner later, and that'll be it for the day, and that should be about 500 calories. And I feel very strongly that this, if it's done perfectly, you will lose a pound a day. If it's not done perfectly, you won't. And it's okay. It's okay. Because the weight will come off. HCG takes the weight off, takes the fat out of your system, changes your metabolism. You do good P3. So my latest plans are just to throw it out there because these vlogs are for me. Anybody who likes them, enjoy them, but these vlogs are for me. If you get some information that's helpful for you, I'm thrilled. But really, it's just sort of I don't know, it's like a diary. My plan, and this is the final plan, even though Eileen says let's hear about it tomorrow. But my final plan is to stay on this until the day I leave. And on the last 3 days before I leave, I'm going to take less and less and less HCG. Because the less in your system, the better, right? So the day I get on start my vacation, I'm going to not eat that day in the morning, and then I'm going to eat P3, P2, And it won't be hard because once you stop eating, when you're on this, you do a lot better when it comes to first food. The binge is never big because you can't even eat that much. So then I'm going to, wean myself onto P3, not doing a total 72 hours, but do a very low amount of food the first couple days on the vacation. Then I'm going to eat. I'm not going to pig out. I'm going to walk every day. I'm going to do beach walks. I'm going to do exercise. And then I'll have that. That'll be 3 days of that, and then I'll be back on when I get back. So that's the plan. Again, I've been doing this for rounds and rounds and rounds. This is like my 6th round. So I know how it works in my body, and I know I'll be able to get back on if I choose to. I mean, if I can. It's like, again, food for me is a big, huge freaking deal. In the background, if you're listening, you hear that's a Top Chef in the background. I mean, food, I love food. I love shopping, of thinking, So, and then I hate the way I can eat at times. So that's it. That's basically it. Does that make any sense to anybody out there? I hope so, or who cares? But I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all for listening. And so I'll be back on until the reunion, and then I'll take the day off, and then I'll stay back, and then I'll go back on until the end of July. If I have to take a day off again, I will. It seems like it works. It's worked for Chantel. I know for Jenny. Jenny had a couple of mishaps where she ate too much and then got back on and stayed on. I really think this has to be a work in progress. And so I'm gonna be on until the beginning of August, and then I'll go off onto it, and then I'll do. And I'm telling you, a perfect P3, because I have no trouble doing that, especially because I have julienne bread. Perfect P3 coming up, and then stay off for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Add the stuff in at the end of 4. I'm going to do 2 weeks of P4 and then back on again. And hopefully, again, I'm not looking to be skinny. If I got down to 150, that'd be fantastic. If I get to 180 and can maintain that would be good too. This is me at 200, and I'm telling you, or a little over 200. It's not so bad. I mean, I'm not that fat. I'm not skinny. Yeah, there's my stomach. It's the way I've always been. And the struggle to lose it is just overwhelming. Like Rich was saying, I'm not telling Rich to gain the weight back, but the struggle is so hard, and, when you're on P2, it's easy. But when you're starting to be, food starts to come into play, it's not so easy. So anyway, long story short, this is where I am now. I will probably get on a scale when I feel a little lighter than I am. My goal for the summer is to have my size 14s to be loose. That's it. That's my goal. The end of the summer, my size 14s are loose, and I'll be happy. And I don't just like the flab there, though. See? Craziness. Love you guys. Bye.